Hello friends, and welcome to your weekly TarotScopes with me, Rene. We are looking at the week of the 18th to the 24th of May 2020. And as you can see, I have laid out the cards. I have shuffled and selected and put the cards out. I have not peeked, I have not looked at them. So at this stage, I have absolutely no idea what cards I've drawn. With this particular deck that I've chosen today, you can actually see which deck I'm using. It is called the Tarot Everywhere deck. It is such an awesome deck. It's a photography deck, which I really enjoy. It's my only photography deck that I have actually. Just to show you some of the cards, they have photographs depicting the energy of the cards. So it actually is quite easy to read and quite easy to interpret. So they really are amazing cards. So these are the ones that I'm using today, and as I said, I have laid out. And if you stick around until the end, we will have a card draw, a message for the collective, a message for everybody from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay, right, so let's get straight into it. As you can see, I have the cards all laid out. So all we're going to do is we're going to start with Aries as we do each week. We're going to go across to Virgo and then all the way across to Pisces. We're going to turn the cards over and give you just a quick read on each one and give you some inspiration for the week ahead so that you sort of know what's in store for you. Okay, enough rambling from my side. Let's get straight into Aries. So Aries, what's in store for you this week? So Aries, you've got the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is a card of emotion, a card of relationship. It's a card of connecting with other people. So the Two of Cups is basically saying to you, make sure that you are expressing yourself. Express that love, express that appreciation, because I think that is something that we don't do enough of, is express our appreciation for those that are nearest and dearest to us. So all you Aries out there, share the love, express the love, and connect with those that are important and significant in your life. So yes, important for the week ahead, Aries. Right, we're going to move on to Taurus. So Taurus, oh, I like it. Taurus, you have got the Seven of Wands. And as you can see with the Seven of Wands, this is you over here, okay? You are already in motion. You're already in movement. You've already gone up the ramp and you are now airborne. I want to call it your destination. The end result of this action is already set, okay? There's not much you can do at this point to change where you land, how you land, and any of that detail. So you've basically just got to go with the flow, all right? That's what the Seven of Wands is saying to you, is that there's not much more that you need to do to change the outcome, to change the end result. You've got to just trust that you've done enough, trust that you are in the right position, and that your landing is going to be easy. So Taurus, for you this week, you don't have to do too much to change the outcome. You've got to just trust that you've done enough and just go with the flow. Okay. Right. Now let's go into Gemini. So Gemini, let's see, what does the week have for you? Okay. So Gemini, you've got the Two of Wands. I love this card. It is really, so here we have a person who's decided, pack their bags. They've sort of made the decision that they're leaving, that they're out of here. Okay. They don't want to hang around any longer, but they've sort of got to the gate, they've sort of got to the fence, and now they're sort of going, what do I want to do? Do I want to leave or do I want to stay? Not quite sure. So they're taking a minute to make the decision. They're taking the minute to think, is this actually what I want to do? Okay, before they carry out the action. As much as they've already packed their bags, as much as they've probably said their goodbyes to everybody and already told everybody that they're out of here, but they're at a point now where they can still go back if they want to. It's not too late. So Gemini, for you this week, it's basically saying to you that it's never too late to change your mind. It's never too late to go back. It's never too late. Once you've made a decision, there are chances where you can return or go back to the original. So don't be stubborn and hard-headed. If you want to change your mind, you're allowed to. Okay. We're now going to move into Cancer. All the Cancerians out there. All right. Cancerians, you've got the Devil card. The Devil card sometimes is such a nice one because it basically talks about temptations. It talks about doing all the things that maybe we shouldn't do. And I know with Cancerians are not normally that kind of individual. You know, you're not normally the risk takers, you're not normally the gamblers. But this is really saying to you, don't focus on the details too much. Don't focus on the nitty-gritty. Give yourself the freedom, give yourself the opportunity to live the life that you want to live. Don't obsess on the details. Don't obsess on the small things. And you know what? You're allowed to have some fun. You're allowed to be a little bit naughty every now and again. So all you Cancerians out there, I hope you're going to have a good week, and you hope you're going to, I want to say, misbehave just a little bit. All right. We're now going to move on to our Leos. Let's see what's in store for the Lions. Oh, I like it. All right, so Leos, what you've got happening for you here is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is, you know, one of the things that I always say with the Wheel of Fortune is it's a card that we don't often see people, okay? So it's a card that often says that everything's already been done. You've reached the end. It's a time of enjoyment. It's a time of pleasure. It's the time of reward. But the wheel just turns. You know, if you've ever been on one of these Ferris wheels before, you know it doesn't actually stop. When you need to get on or get off, the wheel is turning the whole time. And that's exactly what the Wheel of Fortune's message is that the wheel is turning. There's not much that you need to do. There's not much that you can do to change it. You've got to operate within the movement of the wheel, okay? But it's also telling you that you've come full circle. So you got on over here, you've gone all the way around, and it's time to get off again. Or it's time to go around one more time. So Leo, it's telling you that you're in the cycle. The cycle is either going around one more time, or it's coming to an end, or you've just got on. But it's a journey that needs to go on. But it's definitely a positive card. The Wheel of Fortune is a very positive card. So I think you're going to have a good week this week, Leo. But don't change too many things. Don't make too many more changes to what you're already busy with. Right, let's go into Virgo. Let's have a look and see. Virgo, what do we have in store for you? So Virgo, you get the Ace of Cups. I love the Ace of Cups. I mean, just look at that beautiful waterfall. Can you imagine just standing on that bridge and just being in the energy and around the energy of that waterfall? It would be absolutely exquisite. And the message of the Ace of Cups is generally new energies coming into your life, new energies, new people, new opportunities coming into your life that will be positive. So Virgo, lots of exciting things ahead for you this week, but you need to be, in order to really appreciate it, in order to really enjoy the opportunities that are there for you, you need to step out onto the bridge a little bit, okay? So Virgo, don't be afraid to step out onto the bridge in order to fully see and appreciate the opportunities that are coming for you this week. Okay, we're now going to move on to Libra, and let's see what's in store for you this week. Libra, you get the Three of Cups. Out of all the cards in the tarot deck, I think the Three of Cups is my favorite one because it's all about celebration, it's all about joy, it's all about happiness, but it's about connecting with our significant others, our friends, our family, the people that are important in your life, whether they be colleagues, whether they be, you know, just generally the people that you connect with. But it's about coming together for good reasons, for good, you know, to celebrate life, to celebrate happiness, to celebrate joy. So Libra, there's a lot of that for you this week, even in lockdown. Be creative and find creative ways of connecting with those that are important and significant in your life. Celebrate life, Libra, in as only you can. Right. We're now going to move on to Scorpio. Let's see what's in store for Scorpio. Scorpio, just look at this card. You've got Two of Pentacles. And as you can see, we've got half brown, half green, okay? So it's basically saying to you, it's about finding that balance. You know, if this farmer, in this particular instance, planted their entire crop over the entire ground, then, you know, they would have seasons where they would not be able to farm, they would not be able to produce. But by splitting it half and half, it gives you that kind of balance. Looking at the angle of the card, the angle of the image that we're standing sort of here in the middle, it's like, okay, you need to find that balance in your life. Find the balance between giving land the time to recuperate and to regenerate itself and to replenish, and time for harvest. Okay, so Scorpio, keep balance in all that you do this week and make sure that you're not putting too much effort into one aspect only. You need to be making sure that you've got everything balanced out nicely. Okay, Now let's have a look and see what's in store for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, look at this one. Okay, so Sagittarius, you've got the Seven of Cups, and it might be a bit difficult to see on camera, but the Seven of Cups, we are in an airplane, we are above the clouds, okay? So you can't actually see what's beneath the clouds. You can't actually see what's down there. Your airplane is in movement. I mean, obviously it's up in the sky, but you don't know what's waiting beneath the clouds. And the Seven of Cups is often known as the card of choices or the card of options, but it's about being overwhelmed by the choices and the options. And if you think about those of you who've been lucky enough to fly, when you are above the clouds like this and you are descending, you are arriving at a destination that is probably going to be bringing you a lot of joy, bringing you a lot of happiness, bringing you closer to the people that you want to see and opportunities and work. So when we get to this point and we are coming into land, the choices and the options that are available to you are very exciting. But it's a case of you need to make a decision. You need to know where you're going. You need to know when you're getting off, who you're going to be seeing, how you're going to get there. There's too many choices and options that are available to you. So Sagittarius, for you this week, it's a case of knowing what you want to do, knowing how you want to do it, knowing all of those kind of things, making the decisions and choosing an option that's available to you. Right. Now moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, look at that. Nine of Cups. You get to lie on the beach and have a good time. Okay? The Nine of Cups is all about enjoying life. And I mean, that's exactly what these ladies are doing. They are taking time out. They are enjoying everything that is available to them. They are living life to the fullest with no thoughts or concerns about the past or the future. They are just enjoying life to the max. And I think Capricorn, that's what you need to be doing. Have you had a couple of weeks or a couple of challenging weeks? Has it been a little bit difficult for you? If that's the case, well, then you definitely need a little bit of relaxation. You definitely need to go and just, and you know, when we're lying on the beach like that and catching a tan, we're not really worrying about anything. We're not really thinking about everything. We're just in the moment, in that space, enjoying the opportunities that are there for you. So Capricorn, it's a week to take care of self-care for you this week. And to have some fun. Let's not forget that. Okay, and now we're going to move on to Aquarius. Let's see what's in store for you, Aquarius. So Aquarius, we get the Seven of Pentacles for you. Just look at that fruit, isn't it just lush, absolutely gorgeous? And that is exactly what the Seven of Pentacles is all about. The Seven of Pentacles is about planting the seeds, nurturing the tree until it bears fruit, and then finally getting ready to take the fruit that's available to you. So it's a card of patience. It's the card of reward for the patience. So whatever you've been working on for a while, this week, Aquarius, you may be able to finally get to pick your fruit. You may finally be able to receive the reward that you've been looking for and waiting for such a long time. I like that. Okay, and last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces, you get the Eight of Swords. So here you can see is the barbed wire. Let me get that hand out the way. Maybe you can see it a bit clearer. We have barbed wire, and barbed wire, obviously, if we touch it, it's going to hurt, okay? Barbed wire comes with a little bit of pain, a little bit of agony. And often we think of the barbed wire as holding us captive, as keeping us trapped in. But is that all it's doing? I don't think so. I think barbed wire is there to protect you as well. So yes, it does keep you in, but it's also keeping out anybody or anything that needs to be kept out. So I do think barbed wire in this case is serving you well, but it all depends on how you're looking at it. Are you looking at barbed wire as holding you captive, or are you seeing it as keeping you protected? So this week for you, Pisces, it's a case of just making sure that your mind, your perceptions are in line with your reality. Okay, and if you did that, you're going to see that you are protected and not being held captive and trapped. Right, friends, so that is your TarotScopes for the week of 18th to 24th of May 2020. I'm now going to be using the wisdom of the oracle cards. I have shuffled beforehand, but let's just give it a shuffle now while I have you on camera, on screen with me. And we're looking for one card for a message for every single one of you that are watching here right now, a message to help you through the week over and above your TarotScope that we've just done. Okay. Let's just grab one from the middle. Truth be told, So friends, the message for the collective, the message for each one of you watching right now is always make sure that you are speaking the truth. Always make sure that you are hearing the truth. Always make sure that you are working in the truth and living within the truth. Whatever the truth may be, your truth is exactly that. It's your truth, and therefore it is correct for you. With love and blessings from me to you, until we do this again on Friday, when we do your pick a card, you take care. Have a good week, have a successful week, and have a happy one. Lots of love, friends.